Texas, town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UTEP's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
On the ground, it's Weeks. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Smith wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Miners are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Reese. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Miners are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught near the sideline, it's Barnes. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Eastern Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Smith. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. That's caught. It's Martin. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse.
And off from the shotgun.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's reeled in. It's Weeks. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Miners will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Smith dropping to pass. Here's a heat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Miners will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Eastern Michigan, 21, UTEP, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Smith wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Miners are flying down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, UTEP! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Finds some fresh air. He's loose. The tag. Touchdown, Eagles. He got a step and just dusted field. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. The short hands, it's Brewer. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Weeks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Brewer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the... page. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Running into the open space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Smith wants to throw. Touchdown Miners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle.
28, UTEP 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason.
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punch it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wilson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with him.
Smith dropping to pass. He wants to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Miners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Can't get him to the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps it going. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
25 on the play.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. Wilson to pass. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
UTEP 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Eastern Michigan 49. UTEP 21.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Weeks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, UTEP! And Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
UTEP, 28.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 20. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Miners have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Campbell. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Campbell. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Miners moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking left. Touchdown, UTEP! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give, and tick, 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 tick. just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses a timeout. And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.